I'm only doing this from my phone mainly because it's a special request by a customer and he wanted to know how to change the clutch bar, which I thought was actually pretty simple, and it is not pretty simple. You have to take the whole thing apart. Unlike Shimano's, you could pull this. Let me see if I can actually. Shimano's, you could pull a spool out, and there's either one or two screws here that will literally make it so that that whole thumb bar will come off. If you could see that. Camera is not. There we go. So right there is the screw. And that's for the Shimano. Daiwa doesn't do that. We have to figure out, because the guy kept asking me, and I'm like, yeah, man, it's pretty simple. And I never really messed with a thumb bar on a Daiwa. And he actually asked for this reel in particular. This is the Steez. So there's 3 screws. You need a 10mm screwdriver. One. I know this reel is pretty easy to take apart. 2, 3. That's the 3 on the inside. And then you got to take the whole side plate off. So we need a Phillips. You need a Weaver kit, by the way, to make it easier on yourself. I don't remember if this is the original screw or not. Alright, so this the 4 screws. Then you got to take that off. Hex style. Wrench. I'm hoping that this is him. I should have messaged him or responded to his message on YouTube so that he could see this video. But right now I'm taking this screw out. It would just be quicker if I just did this number here. So, geez, I did not expect a bunch of people to pop in here for this. Okay, so your handle has come off. Just remember that there is a washer on the back side. Keep that together. The drag star has come off. Spring. Usually what I do is I take all of this and take it apart all together and keep it together. So I'm just going to put that spring there real quick. For anybody that's wondering what's going on, I am showing a guy who's been messaging me for the past like week on how to change the thumb bar, and I thought it was really simple, and it's not. You have to take the entire reel apart just to get to the thumb bar, which is kind of crazy to me. I didn't know that. I kept telling him, yeah, man, just take the spool out, and there's 2 screws, but that's Shimano. This is Daiwa. Daiwa doesn't do that. All right, so pulling off the whole clicking assembly, you gotta make sure you keep it together. There should be a tiny washer right there. Just when I was going to clip my nails, I found a reason not to. I'm still clipping them, but alright. Tiny washer. This whole piece should pop up. There it is. So we need to figure out how to get to that thumb bar. and it's probably on his packaging explaining how to get to the thumb bar. I don't have the actual thumb bar. Yeah, that's give me a split second. I want to take a look at this. I don't want to tell him the wrong thing. How the heck is that on there? Huh. That's why he kept messaging me, because it's not as simple as it looks. And I've never done that. I've never done this before. I've taken the reel completely apart, just never messed with a thumb bar. I am going to actually grab my iPad and look on the site real quick to see what it says. All right. Alright, so we're gonna figure this out real quick. It's moving kind of slow, probably because I'm away from the router. Once that pops out, I'll check and see exactly how this thumb bar comes off without messing my reel up. So while that's loading, I'll show you what I mean with Shimano and Abu's reels. So up close and there, you take the spool out, literally. Spool comes out, and you run your screwdriver down through there, and there's the screw that I'm touching. Let me see if I can focus this. There's the screw that I'm touching. And that comes off, boom. You pull the thumb bar, you slide it to the left or the right, and it pops right out. Daiwa did something that I've never seen before, because I've never messed with the thumb bar in the Daiwa. And there's no screw there. It is on there some kind of way, and I just don't want to mess it up. I'm wondering if that, I think I figured it out. It's this screw comes up, and this whole piece comes up. Jeez Louise. All right, man. dress up parts. I'm on the site real quick. We're gonna go to Daiwa. We're gonna go to Steez right at the top. Alright. I'm gonna go to mine. I don't know which model he had with Steez, but it should pretty much be the same. That's the Steez. Hey, I'm gonna go to the 19, which is my favorite reel. Alright, here we are. Clutch. $100 for that thing. Oh, that's fancy. That's fancy. Holy cow. Oh, okay, alright. That's a different one. Let's go to this one. Okay, alright. Something I could palming clutch. Does it explain here on the site how to take this bad boy off? Because usually it does. And it doesn't. All right. Well, this is going to be a little bit of trial and error. Something I didn't want to do. All right. Flathead or Phillips for this screw. If this is wrong, somebody please comment telling me exactly if I'm doing this wrong before I waste my time. All right. So that screw comes up. There's a washer. This piece here, it's on that mechanism. So I wonder if yep. Okay, guy. So I got it for you. That little screw comes off this whole black thing right here. This thing right here is on one screw. And when you push it, it's in on a slot. And it has two white dots that it's sitting on. Pop this up and the whole thing slides back. Because I started to pop it up. And actually it's on a couple of, and there it is. It's starting to come out. I don't personally want to take the whole thing out, but I guess you probably are going to want to see that. All right. It's on that thing right there. That is pretty tight. I don't know if I want to. All right, and you know what? I really did not want to take this whole reel apart. So it looks like we're going to have to. Definitely keep that together because that's the clicker inside of there. Make sure you kind of keep that in order. Here are your springs. Take those off as well. pinion. So it's this thing here that it's attached to. It's got these two things here, but it's also attached it's on this post right here, and I'm wondering how far up do I have to pull this post for this to come out, because it's trying to do it without breaking it too, because it looks like there's a piece of plastic that it's holding on to. You're telling me. Okay, guys. Anybody who wants to know this, here we are. You have to take this whole thing off. And that's the reason why he was like, yo, you got to show me this. And I was like, nah, man, it's pretty easy. It's not. You have to take these two other screws. Hold on. Make sure I find the right screwdriver. I thought that would work, but it doesn't look like it. Flathead, tiny flathead. Okay. This is taking a lot longer than I expected. Alright. Those two screws, if you can see that, I'm going to pull it up. Number 1, number 2. That pulls up the whole piece here. And why do I feel like I have to take all of this off as well? Because that's behind it. Trying to shortcut this thing. No shortcuts. Okay. Yep, there it is. The whole thing comes up. Jeez. There it is. And I hope you can see that. It's off. It is off. As you can see, that whole thing has to come up off the thing. Those two screws. I'm going to save this video so that you can see it. And I'm going to put this back together. There you are, my man. That's how you get to the thumb bar. Good luck. If you want me to do it, you can send it to me. Just go to itmustbethebait.com, the website, and request a real modification, and just hit the contact us, and we can go from there. All right, man, until next time. I appreciate y'all, whoever was watching. This is not an easy task. I did not realize that you had to take the entire reel apart to get to that. But here it is. I don't personally think it's worth doing, but hey, you want to take your reel apart? Good luck. How do I end these?